How does a bar that gives its profits to nonprofits come to exist? And how can it survive? Nick Vallel had just returned to the U.S. from Togo in West Africa, where he served with the Peace Corps. It was 2006. He met up with a friend from grad school for a couple of beers. Raj was working toward a PhD and a program at George Mason University that Nick had not finished. But he eyed Nick's work in small business development longingly.
We were sitting down and, on the Clarendon ballroom roof deck. It's a summer day, it's nice outside, just packed, and you just see so much money changing hands. And Raj started telling me about his idea. Could we set up like a nonprofit bar? What could we do to take what we see around us and turn it into something that creates social good?
Raj had floated the idea to a few others, who told him that he was essentially crazy. But Nick bought in right away.
In his mind, he wants to give, he wants to get involved, but there's just no time, and as a grad student, there's no money. So I was like, how do we do that? How do we make it easier for someone that can't, take out a checkbook and write a $1,000 check to an organization?
After 5 years of debating and trying on different business models for size, the pair threw themselves into creating a bar at the intersection of good business and good works. About a year ago, they got down to business and pushed to make it happen. Cause opened its doors in late October. The bar itself isn't technically a nonprofit, but all of the profits it makes once its operating costs are squared away will go toward organizations that make a difference. To make sure customers know where their money is going, Nick and Raj plan to post their financial records on an out-of-the-way wall in Cause and on the bar's website.
It's not the coolest of decor, so we won't make wallpaper out of it and force people to look at it while they're having beers. But it'll be accessible.
Cause also tries to avoid shoving its rotating group of organizations at each customer. The information is at a customer's fingertips, but the customer doesn't have to engage. Just by being there, they have done their part. People do want more, though. Nick and Raj are finding that their customers are interacting with that side of Cause.
Okay, well, I think the Common Good City Farm sounds good. I mean, fresh food is
I
always
was thinking
exciting.
about that. I was thinking about that as well.
And also, it's a DC,
yeah.
local DC.
Well, 3 of them are local.
I kind of like Martha's Tables because it seems to cover all of those areas. Individuals with low-income families, individuals with education, nutrition, clothing, and families.
But how does a bar that supports sustainable nonprofits sustain itself? Bars and restaurants have startup costs, loans, a staff to pay. Fortunately for Cause, the community and the city has embraced their idea. Local artists and nonprofits came out of the woodwork, offering up murals and artwork as labors of love. A crowdfunding campaign raked in $25,000 to help the bar keep startup costs low, and contributors got name plaques and carvings in the bar's stools and tables.
You'll see people that have contributed the first time they come in here. They're like a bloodhound. They don't even look up. They're like just looking, where is my bar stool? Where is my table? Which is a lot of fun. It's like they own a piece of the bar. They've been with us from the very start.
Nick's time in the Peace Corps has made an indelible mark on Cause, in the bar's concept and in its decor. Portraits of social innovators made by disadvantaged DC kids grace the walls across from a bar where you can order a Harvey or a Mahatma.
We took old National Geographics. These are actually from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Took the pages out of them and made the wallpaper in all these areas. And it's actually kind of a hard job to do because you get so interested in the articles that, that you wind up spending more time reading than you are making the walls look like this.
The staff is on board with the bar's mission, too. Matthew Wilcox, the bar manager at Cause, was working at a place in Arlington when he first met Nick and Raj. A mutual friend introduced them and asked Wilcox to give them some pointers about starting a bar. But when Cause hired its staff, Wilcox had friends among the people who were picked to run the bar. Wilcox was drawn in from the first night he spent with Nick and Raj and decided to join them.
It seemed like genuine people, especially Nick because he has the Peace Corps background, but I mean Raj as well. I mean, there are 2 friends that have been friends for a long time, so you can tell they have similar interests about humanity and giving back. Definitely just seemed like it was the right thing to do.
The bar is doing well halfway through its first financial quarter. Word of mouth has spread, and it looks like Cause is heading toward the lofty goal that many said it couldn't accomplish, turning a profit in 3 months and making a donation. It's not all about the money, though. For the nonprofits that Cause features, it's a chance to have their story told to busy Washingtonians who otherwise might not pay attention.
They're so busy doing the work that helps people, they don't have time to tell the story. So for me, it's really exciting to tell their story.